That died out quick.
It's a big guy too.
All right, so if you don't know me, Z-Bird said I'm Paul Show Kenny. He's from GFP's podcast. Everybody familiar with the podcast?
Yeah.
I leave voicemails on the podcast. I leave superb voicemails, probably about 1,000 of them. Now, it's par for the course tonight. Z-Bird showed up. No one else from the podcast did. So, that happened a lot. So, through the course of my voicemails, through some not so subtle hints, I worked my way into saying, hey, like when the other boys don't show up, you know, I'm happy to come in and fill in. So eventually Z-Bird called me and asked me to fill in. I said, no problem, great. So we negotiated a price. He offered nothing. I accepted. So I filled in a few times. That worked out. We got to talking. He talks about his stand-up, you know, and he said, one day he asked, he said, you think you could give me 5 minutes? I said, well, never really given my wife 5 minutes. But I don't know, you know, I'm a little nervous. He said, dude, you're a funny guy. Just go up there, talk shit. I said, okay. I said, you know what? I'd hit it. I said, I got 3 kids. Under 3. I've been up to my elbows in shit for going on 3 years now. Shit, I can talk. So, you know, you're changing diapers for 3 years. You're working it out. And, you know, you change your kids' diapers, it's kind of cute. You know, kids poop. Oh, little kids poop, you change your diapers, it's nice. So, have anyone here ever changed any adult diapers? No? Okay, good. Here, I got a story. Not your own, Chuck. No. You know, other people's. So, I'll tell a little story. Throughout the course of my life, I've had to take care of both of my grandfathers, which I'm happy to do. I was happy to keep them at home, take care of them. And so the first time I had to change my grandfather's diaper, well, side note, taking care of both my grandfathers, seeing their dicks, their wieners. Now, I see my grandfather's wieners and it's like, what the fuck is that? And I'm like, wait, this ain't right. Like, they gave me a lot of things. You know, I got type 2 diabetes, that's hereditary. A little bit of alcoholism, male pattern baldness, kind of tall, wasn't all bad. But, you know, like, I've seen a few dicks in my day. No brag, just fact, you know. I went to Shenley Public High School, and, you know, we had to swim for like 10 weeks or whatever it was throughout the year. So, you know, for the locker room, for everybody changing, I seen quite a few hogs in that locker, and I'm not talking about the white boys. You know, let me tell you the truth.
Yeah.
There's nothing I seen to refute that stereotype. So, now, to be fair, they're not the best swimmers. You know, but they got them big things fucking weighing them down throughout the pool. A couple of times I saw the guy had to fucking use that thing to lasso himself out of it because he couldn't swim, it was weighing him down. But, you know, that's for the brothers, God bless them, you know, they run fast and everything like that too. So, then I see my grandfathers and I'm like, my God, this just ain't right. And so anyways, so the first night I had to go up, take care of, well, first it starts, I had to drive my uncle to his probation officer to take a piss test. Turns out, well, Uncle Mark wasn't studying for that test. He failed. So he had to change his address to Allegheny County Jail. And then I had to change my address up the street to help take care of my grandfather. And the first night there, me and my cousin Melissa, we get everything going, we get Pap settled, we tell him Mark's in jail, we don't know, we'll see him in a year or something, you know. And we get Pap settled, we get him to bed, Melissa goes home, I'm staying there, I'm getting settled. About to make a drink, relax, I don't know what the fuck we're gonna do, we got no plan, we don't know. And Pap was disabled, but he could walk and get around, but he was slow. You know, he had a stroke, so he kind of dragged his leg a little bit, God bless him. And so then the first time I heard it, I'm downstairs and I hear, ooh, ooh. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know what happened. I run upstairs, about halfway up the steps, I smelt it. And I look and there's the porta potty, handicap potty upstairs, and I'm like, oh, that's empty. I'm like, oh, fuck. So then I look under the sheet, and I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
What do I do? What do I do? I'm like, well, two of his 3 legs are fucking saturated. I gotta get a plan. I'm like, all right, I seen ER a bunch. We gotta learn how to clean these people. You do this, and I'm like, all right, garbage bag, scissors, these underwear are ruined. We get scissors, garbage bag. First thing I had to do was run to Home Depot, and I had to buy like a pulley system for the ceiling to hoist up his fucking dick so I didn't throw out my back trying to clean underneath it and everything like that. So I was a couple minutes, he was mad, he had to sit there for a while. I had to run to Home Depot. Thank God it was 24-hour Home Depot. So I get it all cleaned up. And in the process of cleaning, I'm like, okay, we'll roll them this way, cut the underwear. Roll them this way, you tuck it underneath. Then you roll them back this way, pulling it out. And then I heard like a gum band snap. And at that moment, that split second, time froze. It stopped. And that's when I knew that I had fucked up. Because it wasn't a gum band that snapped. It was the underwear caught underneath it. And it snapped, and then time sped up slowly, and I said, oh no. I saw shit. Splat, 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 clue, splat, splat. I went, ah! I tell you, I screamed like a high-pitched scream like a little fucking girl. The fucking window broke because I screamed so loud. He's down there fucking laughing because he saw what happened. I said, don't you laugh, I'll fucking leave you here. He laughed harder. He knew that was a bluff. I wasn't going to leave him. I'm like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I don't know what to do. So I got him all cleaned up. I had to deal with it. I wiped it best I could, wiped my face off, spit. So then I get him all cleaned up. I change the sheets. I get him cleaned. I figured that out. I get downstairs. I use all the mouthwash in the fucking house. Then I get in the shower, get cleaned up. Then he gets, so I get downstairs again. I made a drink. I got one sip of my drink, and I heard, oh. I said, oh no. I had to go back up, and the second time it worked out a lot better. I learned from my mistakes, thank God. And throughout the course, I had to clean up a few more shits after that. But now that's the kids' room. And so anytime there's the kids have a rough one or a blowout or whatever, I'm cleaning up the kids' poop. And it's like, I just think back to that first time. And, it's not too hard. I've heard the term baptism by fire. I called it baptism by diarrhea. And I learned. But anyways, enough talking shit. If I could tell a little bedtime story now, get going here. So, usually, me and my wife, she goes up first most of the time. This particular evening, I happen to go to bed first. So I'm upstairs, and I'm looking on my phone, and one thing leads to another. I must have hit a pee by accident, and then Pornhub comes up. So, I was looking kind of sexy that night, I thought. So, maybe I'll start going to town. So I'm going to town on myself. And 43 years old, this wasn't too long ago. I've never been caught in my life. So then all of a sudden, it's getting close to the end, getting real close to the finish line. And all of a sudden I hear her, and she's at the door. I'm like, hey, what's up? She's, what are you doing? I said, nothing, just looking at my phone, trying to fall asleep, relax. So she just walks in, I said, I got away with it. The master didn't get caught again. So she's in the bathroom. Like I said, I was close to the finish line. I knew I had some time. I know a routine in the bathroom. So she's in the bathroom. I finished the game. And so then actually, now I'm really just sitting there watching TV. She comes in, lays down in bed real nice, lays down beside me real sweet, and she looks over real sweet at me, and she goes, did you finish? I said, yes, dear. I felt shame. I put my head down. I said, yes, I finished. Thank you. And, I'm also finished here. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for coming. Thanks for Ohio. Thanks for Northside. Thanks for everybody. Hey, guys, keep it going for Polish OK. That's only a second time doing stand-up comedy.
Number 2.
Yeah, old number 2, my man. Give it up for Rick Kelly. Oh, guys, we got a special treat for your headliner.
This guy is one of my really good friends. I say that about everyone, but I mean it about this guy. He's one of my really good friends. He's a regular at the Pittsburgh Improv. He's on the golf channel.